Hi everybody. So I was originally going to do a video defending Robert Brooks because the corrections officer turned the audio off on their body cams, right? So the video that I was originally going to do, or the live stream I was going to do, was going to be about the spoliation of evidence, right? And the courts is a legal doctrine called spoliation of evidence, that when evidence is destroyed, the opposing side can actually use that. They can get sanctions, right? You can use that to get a what is it called? Basically, you can get a stipulation of facts based on the fact that they destroyed the evidence. So if the other side said that certain evidence was spoiled, right? You can't contest it because you spoiled the evidence. So that was what the video was going to be about originally. But then I looked into the situation a little further, and it turns out that the reason that Robert Brooks was in prison is because he stabbed a black woman 14 times. So he was charged with, I mean, there is no perfect victim, right? But it just seems to be the same pattern. And before I get started, I have something that I want to say, because I was basically criticized. Someone in my comment section was saying, "Why do you constantly make AI videos?" Right. So I've been using AI. I actually spent $700 for this yearly subscription for this AI program, because it's so time consuming for me to do it. And even right now, I'm on here. I'm actually camming up, right, and it's just not paying off. So I'm not sure how long I'm going to be able to keep doing this. I really can't justify spending so much time on YouTube. And I know you guys don't think that I'm, doing that, but it is very time consuming. And even that last video that I did about Dr. Sebi, that took me three and a half hours to do, recording and re-recording. And then I only got like 25 views. So I really can't justify doing this. And I saw a psychic or a tarot reader who basically told me that if I'm actually going to change my life around, I need to stop spending so much time on things that are not, benefiting my life. So the YouTube, the activism, all the other stuff that I've been doing, it's going nowhere. So I don't see why people be complaining about me doing AI. I'm still writing the script, even though it's not my voice. It still came from me, but you actually want me to cam up, to use my actual voice, and then I still don't get any views. So at the end of the day, I'm not making any money off this. I have not made any money on. I've been doing this for what, 6 years now. My channel is not growing. I'm spending more money and time investing in this channel, and it's going absolutely nowhere. So hopefully people will catch the replay. I don't know, but I did want to comment on it. I was debating whether to even make a live stream or video about it, but I feel like I need to say it because nobody else is going to say it. The pro-black movement seems to be absolutely bullshit. It seems to be pro-straight black men. It seems to be anti-black women. It seems to be, even as a gay man, it doesn't seem to encompass anybody except straight uh, black men. But I want to show y'all the definition before I even get started into that. Here we go. I want to show y'all deontology and consequentialism. So, consequentialism, the doctrine that morality of an action is to be judged solely by its consequences, right? And then I want to show y'all deontology. Oh, actually, I'm sorry, y'all. I deleted that screen. I want to show y'all because I don't want to be using words okay, so here we go. Deontology, study of the nature of duty and obligation. So Um, that's the difference between deontology and consequentialism. So when we talk about being pro-black, right? It's a deontology, right? It's a duty to be pro-black, no matter what. It's basically a philosophy of being committed. You have a duty to the black community to be a sacrificial animal, no matter how it affects you, how it negatively impacts your life. Being pro-black is just siding with whoever happens to be black, even if they're destroying the black community, even if they're harming black women, even if they are pushing an anti-black agenda, right? We have all these scammers. We have people who are taking money. Um, I don't know what's supposed to be so pro-black about that. Um, but here we go. Gosh, here we go. I'm trying to get rid of this screen now. Okay, so back in 2023, Uganda passed an anti-gay bill, right? An anti-gay bill which basically criminalizes homosexuality with the death penalty. We had all of these content creators making content basically defending it, and they were saying all this bullshit about how, oh, that's democracy. Democracy says majority rules. So they literally were supporting the death penalty being imposed against black gay people, right? So, and I made a whole video about that, saying that if they could criminalize, I don't have a boyfriend. I don't believe in monogamy. What are you talking about? I worked, and now I've already put my 2 weeks notice in, and that's the reason why I'm not going to be able to spend so much time on YouTube, because I need to be focusing on building my business. I can't be wasting time on YouTube when I'm not making any money. I'm not getting any kind of views. It's time for me to hang it up. The only reason that I'm going to continue doing it is because I have already spent $700 on AI. I just completely forgot what I was about to say. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, so they were literally going around making videos saying it's majority rules. I told y'all about statism and how majoritarian um, principles are fascist, right? But they literally supported killing gay people, right? Just for being gay. They didn't harm anybody. Um, right. And then here we go, because they're defending all of these straight black men who have actually harmed people, right? So you should be killed for being gay, but then when these black men go around harming people, black women, and shooting up the community, and just doing all kind of mischief, there's all these mass protests. Um, it makes absolutely no sense. And the problem is that this doesn't apply to them, right? They don't live in a black community, so they're watching this stuff on TV, so they don't see what it's like to live in these communities and to be terrorized by them. Now, I personally grew up in North Philly, right? As a child, but then I moved with my dad, and when I started high school, so I lived in the suburbs from high school, and then from there I went to the military, and from there I've been living in the suburbs my entire adult life. I never really thought about it. I never thought there was a problem, right? When I got my house, the houses that I was looking at, I found a nice house. It's not in the best neighborhood, but I'm like, well, I grew up in the hood. How bad could it be, right? No. Since I've been here, I've been terrorized by I can't even call him a neighbor because he's not a homeowner. He's just a squatter. I don't know what his issue is. He's jealous of me the whole time I've been here. Probably within the first month, I was watering my lawn and he slashed my water hoses. I thought maybe they were just cheap, so I bought new ones. He slashed them again. He stole my mail. Now he's taken to ringing my doorbell 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning. I had to put cameras all over my house. Now he's gone to the side, my side window, banging on the window. So we can say that that it's about poverty. Like they're they I don't know, they don't have the means to support themselves. It's not about poverty. It's malicious. They're jealous of you. They don't want to fight the system, right? So the only thing they can do is pull you down in order to feel good about themselves. So they see you doing good or doing okay. Who Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Why would you be doing that? Right? He sat across the street talking shit about me, talking about how um I wear the same clothes yeah, when I'm doing yard work, I'm wearing the same clothes, of course. Um, and your priorities are all fucked up because you spend your money on Jordans or whatever bullshit. You don't have a house, you don't have a car, but you prioritize clothes. And now you don't have a place to live. And so every time you get kicked out, you want to come ringing my doorbell thinking that I don't fucking know you. I don't trust you. I don't want you anywhere near me. He's literally going around. He was talking to somebody on the phone screaming, I'm a thug, I'm a thug. So if you're a fucking thug, why would I want you anywhere near me? If I let you in my fucking house, you're going to steal shit. And I believe he's already broken in my house. He was screaming outside, um, this bullshit. And I reported him to the police. The police are making it seem like I'm making it up. Um, but at the end of the day, they don't have any respect for private property, right? It's mi casa, su casa. You work for it, but it doesn't belong to you. You have it, therefore I should have it. You should just share. You should give your money to me just because I need it. Keep in mind, if you give it to them, they're just going to waste it and buy it on some malt liquor or whatever bullshit. Um, they don't think that you should have it for you because you work for it and you're actually trying to do something better with your life. I mean, I got some money because I sold my father's house, which I didn't want to do. I know I'm eventually going to get to the subject, but the whole point is that you can't pull yourself up because they're trying to pull you down. They're jealous. They're trying to compete with you. And the whole thing is there's no need to be jealous because if you weren't trying to compete with me, if you weren't trying to fucking destroy me for whatever reason, I don't even fucking know you. I would actually try to help you, right? But since you're such a fucking asshole, I can't do anything with you. I don't trust you. I can't. If I felt like he was actually trying to do something with it, with himself, with his life, I would actually start a business. I can't do anything with him, so I can't fucking help you. I don't trust you. Um, he doesn't like me. He thinks that he can use me. I didn't even want to get into that, but what these straight men do. They use the gay community, right? They don't like you. They're not gay, but they want money from you. They think that it's an easy lick, right? They think you're going to be my bitch. You're going to come over here and suck my dick, and then you're going to say thank you, right? And then at the end of the day, then you're going to give me $50 so I can go buy some weed and some malt liquor. And a lot of gay people do go along with that shit because they're so desperate. Um, no, I mean, if I first of all, if I wanted to get, I don't want to be crass on here. Maybe I need to have another channel to talk about the gay because when I talk about gay shit, people don't want to hear about that. Um, if I do hook up with somebody, it's not going to be at my house. It's going to be at their house. And that's the very reason I don't want people stalking me. I don't want people ringing my doorbell in the middle of fucking night, showing up unannounced. This is a fucking nightmare. I can't leave. I have a fucking mortgage. I'm stuck. And he can just show up. And he doesn't have anything. And the main reason I'm not scared of him. The only reason why I haven't said anything to him is because I didn't want him to tear up my property. Now that I have cameras all over my house, I don't give a fuck because if he does do some shit to my house, I have him on camera. So now if he fucks with me, I'm actually I don't give a fuck and I'm strapped. So you're just going to be leaving in the fucking. I don't need to say that on YouTube. But you think that I can't defend myself? You're fucking mistaken. Um, gosh, I have a lot to say. I haven't even gotten started on it. Where was I? Right. So he's just jealous, right? And it's not, again, it's not just about poverty. He gets off on it. He gets off on making my life a living hell. I have to work in the morning, and then he wakes me up, and then I can't fuck, and then I can't go back to sleep. And now I'm tired when I, what the fuck? You don't work, so you can just hang around all day. I have to fucking go to work in the morning. Um, but this is the thing: anarchy is not for everybody, right? People keep talking about how you need the police, and okay, some people need the police because they can't control themselves. I don't. I have self restraint. That animal over there, he absolutely needs the police. I don't even think I'm trying to get some information because now I'm being proactive. I'm digging into his background. I'm getting his name. I'm getting the police records. Um, and then I'm actually coming after him legally. I know I can't. I'm not going to try to. He's way bigger than me. I'm not scared of him, but at the same time, it's not worth the risk. If I'm going to go to jail, it's going to be because I actually fought the system. It's going to be because I did something worth what he's not worth going to jail over. He's not. He's a piece of shit. Um, I've already installed another camera, which the only reason why I didn't catch them is because these cameras in front of my house, when you walk in front of them, the light comes on and alarm comes. The new one that I have, I'm not doing all that. He's not going to see it, and I'm gonna catch his dumb ass and go straight to the fucking police. But at the end of the day, they deserve some. I'm sorry. Some of these people deserve exactly what the fuck is happening to them, right? You can't sit up and defend them, right? The government has monopoly on the use of physical force, so they're the ones who are going to be the one to do it, right? To me, he served no purpose, and he's not the only one. There's plenty of people like that. They're just miserable, making everybody's life a living hell, and they're just hanging around, just trying to pull you down. And these are the type of people that the community wants to defend, right? The people who are just bottom feeders, begging for. Okay, it's not even just begging for money. I know some people are veterans and they're homeless. I'm not talking about those people, right? I'm talking about people who just don't want to do shit. People who have no ambition, who feel entitled, and your title, your descriptor is I'm a thug, right? So that's that whole thug life glorification bullshit. Um, Basically, you're just a bum. You're just somebody. You're just a terrorist. Um, right, and then so they. This is the thing. They don't produce anything. And okay, I told y'all just because I did not come on YouTube and make those videos, and if I use AI, that it still came from me. So I don't know if you need to hear my voice, you need to see my face. This shit still came from me. So that video, no, actually that was a live stream, and that live stream also only got 35 views. I talked about socialism. Under socialism, slacking is theft. So you have a duty to work. That's the part about socialism that they don't tell you. They talk about the free healthcare, the free housing, and all that shit. No, you only get those services because everybody has a duty to work. It says to each according to his ability. You don't get to slack. You don't get to be a lazy piece of shit under socialism. Everybody has a duty to work. And it's not just regular work. You have a duty to engage in productive work. This is from Karl Marx. He talks about how the people who don't work are parasites. Um, Gosh, and I don't sure these people who are calling themselves socialists and they sit up here and defend these people, these bottom feeding pieces of shit who are tearing down the community, and there's no fucking accountability. Do you even know what socialism is about? I mean, I know anarchists are considered socialists, but we're talking about the classical socialism. We're talking about Marxism. Under Marxism and even Leninism, which is basically just the state version of Marxism, right? Leninism was so the state version of Marxism is communism. Um, I wasn't that familiar with it, but because I'm doing this content on anarchy, I've had to really dig into it so I can actually talk about this shit. But We know who's causing a problem in the community. We know, and we know who's always getting capes for them, right? Sonia Massey got shot. No, where's her? Where's her riots? No, where's all the protests for her? Um, and it's always black women and gays who are sitting up there defending them, right? And just to remind y'all, what I said in the beginning, they literally wanted to have black people executed just for being gay. This is not, I'm not talking about in Africa, right? Where Uganda, where they have these anti-gay bills. I'm talking about in America. There are content creators who literally make content defending the Ugandan anti-gay bill, who are literally out here espousing killing gay people simply for being gay, despite the fact that they have harmed no one, right? And but there's no accountability for the black men straight black men who are actually destroying the fucking community. So the gays who are not harming anybody deserve to be killed. And do y'all want me to name the content creators who actually support this bullshit? Because I can do that. They are cowards. They are cowards because they always want to punch down. They're angry at the system, right? They're angry because first of all, they don't belong in this capitalistic system. They belong in a state of nature, in Africa, where they can thrive and hunt and forage, hunter gatherers, right? But they can't function within this capitalistic system. And instead of fighting against it, right, they want to lash out against those who are in proximity, against women, against gays. They punch down instead of punching up, which is why they're fucking cowards, because it takes intellect to punch up, right? It's just, how can I subjugate women? How can I make a gay man my bitch? It's just the worst response to. So this is the reason why I was saying in that last live stream. Well, actually, is a video that I'm working on right now, but I'm not going to be doing this very much longer. I already spent $700 on that software, but I can't justify spending so much time. I'm not making any money off this shit. Well, Phil the Advisor, he made a video basically saying, "Oh, that's democracy. Democracy is the rule. It's majority rules." So Phil the Advisor made a video saying that shit. Vicky Dillard, the amazing Lucas made a video defending that shit, right? I'm like, what? So I don't. So basically, I don't know. Either you don't understand what the anti-gay bill was, or you literally support killing gay people. Like, it's one of the two. It's one of the two. How can you sit up here and say that shit? And these are your own fucking people. And this is what's supposed to be pro-black. Guys, I'm glad I took notes, because I will forget if I didn't do that. And it's the whole thing. It's black women and gays who are constantly defending these people, and they are just terrorizing the whole fucking community, right? If gays deserve to be executed just for being gay, why don't these fucking terrorists deserve to be executed? They serve no purpose, right? And I didn't really, I guess there's a lot of Cynthia G copycats now. And when she first started doing that type of content, I was throwing a whole lot of shade at her because I thought it was propaganda. Now I'm saying that everything she was saying was fucking right, completely right. I guess there's a blind spot because we always want to make excuses and say it's a system. It's not the system. They may have set the shit in motion, but they're the ones who are perpetuating it. They are the ones who are oppressing their own fucking people. I can explain that, and I think I've done content on it. It's basically because they hate themselves, and so they hate anybody who likes them. So they hate women because they know they don't deserve them, and they also hate gay men because they know, why do you like me? I'm so disgusting. I'm such a piece of shit. So the fact that you like me and I'm a piece of shit means that you're a piece of shit. So the only way to get their respect is to fucking hate them, right? That's I don't want. They basically love anybody who hates them. So the women who disrespect them the most are going to get their respect. They're going to garner the respect because they don't. They need okay. First of all, straight men like a chase. They want to feel like they conquered something. So the fact that you're too easy, the fact that you're so fucking desperate and you're thirsty, that that's not going to garner any respect. Um, yeah, I mean, it's this narcissism, right? Narcissists, they like a chase. They want to feel like they work for it. The fact that you're so easy and you just gave in. Um, I know that's why I'm fucking being stalked by this guy because I'm not giving in. Like, I got what the fuck? I'm supposed to just invite him over, suck his dick, give him my hard-earned money, and then he's happy. And what? Why would I do that shit? Um, I want this. If if the police were to snatch his ass up and beat his ass in the middle of the street, I would feel absolutely nothing. I would feel that he absolutely deserved it. He's been making my life a living hell. And I know there are plenty of other men just like him who are just going around just why do you even fucking exist? What purpose do you serve other than be a fucking bottom feeding, parasitic, nothing ass bitch? And I'm sorry that I don't see you're not even trying, right? Um, I'm not saying that you have to be a baller, you have to have money, but why do you have to be a fucking parasite? Even if you are broke, at least have some fucking self-respect. You don't have to go around begging and stealing and harassing somebody. That's all it is. You want money from me. That's what you want. And you think that you're entitled to it. And the fact that I haven't given in because what? Because you're a straight man, you're superior to me. I'm not supposed to. It's not even like I'm doing that great. I'm not. Y'all know I have a fucking law degree. For everybody that I graduated with, they're all doing way better than me. I'm not doing that great. I should be making six figures. I should be living in some big ass mansion. Everybody who I went to law school with are doing that, but I didn't sell out. Right when I saw how fucked up the legal system was, how fake it was a dog and pony show. I basically bucked up against the system. And I that's what the psychic told me. I need to stop doing that shit. I need to focus on myself, and I'm going to have a capitalist mindset. It's about me. It's about making money, and once I get myself out of this situation, then I can affect some kind of change. But I really need to focus on myself. I can't really do anything to change society when my own situation, when I hate my fucking job and I'm struggling and, it's not like I'm living paycheck to paycheck, but I still have a whole bunch of student loans. I should be doing much better than I am. What about Louis Farrakhan? When I was in jail, I've seen women putting money on them books, even though they robbed us and taken people out who look like exactly CDL. Yeah, I could do content about that all day long. I know. I mean, I already know what goes on in the community. How they come and just beg for money, and then it's like you're their bitch, even though they can't even survive without you. So, um, they use the fucking gay community. It's so fucking pathetic. And how are we beneath them? I don't. That's the part that doesn't make sense to me. They act like the gays in the black community are the lowest of the low, and yet they're men. Even these women who have no respect for gays, their men are fucking leeching off of us. They don't even know this shit. They think these men are completely straight, and they're not. No, they don't care about their own well being. But let's go through this shit. Because some people have been saying this shit, and we thought it was all propaganda, but it's true. Now I'm starting to see that there's a lot of validity to this shit because the black community are always defending the worst of the worst. So George Floyd robbed a pregnant woman at gunpoint and pointed the gun at her stomach, right? I'm not saying that he deserved to be killed by the police, but at the same time, he did not deserve to have the entire community come down in his defense, right? There are worthier victims than George Floyd. Um, where was Sonia Massey's support? I mean, she deserved it. Jordan Neely, he threatened to kill people on the subway, right? Everybody's protesting for him. And now recently, Robert Brooks. And I was this live stream was going to be about Robert Brooks, but after I dug into his history and saw that he stabbed a black woman 14 times and was charged with attempted manslaughter, I couldn't do that in good faith, right? I don't know why they turned the audio off, but who knows what he did prior to that? What did he do? Did he stab somebody? Did he? I'm not saying that he deserved to die, and I'm not whatever. But he wasn't innocent, and if it was up to him, that black woman would be dead. So he was going. What did they say? He was sentenced to he got a 12-year sentence. So he was eventually going to get out of prison and probably wreak havoc back on the community. So I don't know what to say about that. I just don't understand why there's such an immediate reaction to defend them, yet the people who deserve to be defended, right? Somebody like me who graduated law school and got screwed over by the fucking system. When I tried to rally support, nobody fucking handed my fucking aid. Why? Because I'm not straight? Because I'm not a criminal? Because I haven't gone around slashing up black women? Is that, and they'll make all these videos about the LGBT community doing all, where's all the smoke for the ones who are going around violating black women? None. Absolutely none. All right, y'all. I'm going to wrap this up. So I don't know. I'm not going to sit up here and keep ranting, but I just think that the pro-black movement is not what it's cracked up to be. Pro-black is actually anti-black. It's really just pro-straight black men. They have all these scammers in the community. They're taking everybody's money, and they get a free pass just because they're straight black men. Meanwhile, all the smoke is for the gay community. I can't even say that the black women are necessarily getting smoked, but they're also not getting any support. So, yeah, it's just it's patriarchal is what it is. And as an anarchist, we're against all hierarchical structures. We're against the patriarchy. We're against homophobia, misogyny. And I feel like just because there's this whole legacy of slavery and Jim Crow, of oppression, we're so quick to assume that everybody's a victim and they deserve to be defended. Maybe they do need to be defended, but they should be defending themselves. They should be defending themselves. Black men should be out here defending themselves. Even when they go to prison and are being used for slave labor, they don't get out and try to fight the system. They don't. All they do is punch down. They try to find somebody to exploit and oppress. There is no strategy going on. And then you see black women and gays coming out and defending them. Meanwhile, we get disrespected. They don't even seem to like us. You're never going to be respected as a man unless you stand on your own 2 feet and defend yourself. So if you are going to defend them, it should be a supporting role. They should be taking the lead. They should be defending themselves. Stop defending them, especially when they're fucking disrespecting you. They're saying that we're their bitches, right? Black women and gays are their fucking bitches. So why are you fucking taking the lead? Let them fucking lead for a change. They should be the leaders of the community since they got their shit together and their masculinity is gold. Um, all right, y'all. That was my quick look. That was my rant. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this channel, but it's not growing, and I don't think that I can justify spending time on it. And I'm sorry for those of you who don't like AI, but using AI, I can make content in a fraction of the time. I can't justify spending hours making content and then getting less than 100 views. So um, it is what it is. At the end of the day, I need to focus on making money, and I can't do that when I'm investing so much time on YouTube. And it may not seem like it is because maybe the quality isn't as polished, but believe me, even in those videos that it's not high quality, I probably spend an hour or so recording and recording just the audio part. I can't do that anymore. And it's not even like my channel is making an impact. I feel like I'm saying stuff that needs to be said, but it's same nobody's hearing it. It's not getting the traction. So they all are. They're all Tyreek. I didn't even know about him. They said I'm not going to start spreading rumors, but he had a history even before coming on YouTube. All of them running the bullshit school, collecting donations for shit that never seems to actualize. All you got to do to get instant validation and to get instant support in the community is to be a straight black male. You don't have to produce anything. You don't have to have any results. It's yeah. I just can't. I see all these people rushing to defend Robert Brooks right now, and I just can't. I think what happened to him was brutal, but also the stabbing of that woman was also brutal. So, he who lives by the sword shall perish by the sword. So it is what it is. Let me get off here. Y'all have a good day. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any ideas for content, let me know. But keep in mind, I'm probably going to use AI just because I don't have time to sit up here doing a whole bunch of live content and camming up. I don't have time for that shit. I really need to focus on making money. So I mean, the whole point is if you get the message, right? It's not a why are you so focused on? I feel like people are focused on the wrong shit. You're focused on hearing somebody's voice, making some emotional connection, entertainment, and all that shit. It shouldn't even be about that. If you got the message, even if it is AI, it still came from me. Who gives a shit how to? It's no different than reading an article, right? It's just an AI generated voice that's reading it, but I still fucking wrote it. All right, y'all. Let me get out of here. Y'all have a good night.